You're watching Living and Thriving with Rustie. No, psych, just kidding, wrong show. You are participating in the live, dun dun dun, version of doTerra 101 with Sarah Sawyer and Rustie McDonald. Yay! And the crowd goes wild. Why? Because this is a great way for you to clean your house of all the cootie toxins. Do something good for yourself. You smell pretty. Everybody loves you. Even my puppies love me more. I think one oil is actually called beef. You get to have healthy vitamins, and my absolute favorite now that I've hit the age of 45, fiber. Your friend. But what the inner child in me does is I take the fiber, which is kind of an orange citrusy flavor, and I mix it with my vanilla protein shake, which comes in either whey or vegetarian, vegan protein. Vegan. Thank you, Sarah.
You're welcome.
And all chocolate almond milk.
That sounds delicious.
It's so good. And then if I'm feeling really naughty, I'll throw a banana in there to make it thick because I always like fraps.
Ooh,
or keto yogurt because I like the Two Gods good keto yogurt. It's good stuff. But anyway, Sarah's here, and she is my sister from a different mister. We have had our cuddling time making tacos on top of a mountain and sweating like biatches. And she's going to share with us doTerra 101.
Awesome. Thanks. Okay, everyone. So like Rustie said, we're going to have some fun. There's going to be some laughs. You're going to learn some stuff. I'm going to show you the basics. And then by the time that we are done with you, you are going to be hooked and amazed and want to know more and want to have all the things, I promise.
And then you will be a wellness consultant.
You're going to want to be. Can you give me the option to share?
No.
Fine.
Sorry, yes.
Okay. Thank you.
Sorry, I thought I already did that. Here we go.
Okay. Oh, you're sharing.
No.
Yeah, you're sharing.
I don't want to share. How do I share with you? How do I not share?
Oh, you're asking me techie questions.
I was told you were the techie person.
I'm going to request control.
So you're going to have to, yes. You got.
I did it.
Steve, you got to be the driver. I'm putting my feet up on the dashboard and having a whiskey.
I requested control, and did you say yes to it? No, why isn't it working? Oh, I don't like this game. I thought I requested control.
You did, and I had approved. So try again.
Yeah, it says you disabled screen sharing.
Liar.
Screen sharing.
Liar.
No.
See, this is what's so exciting about doing these things, especially when you're doing them live and without script or help or slaves or technology trolls, is that you just get to play for like the first 5 minutes.
Yeah, and it's fine. And if it won't work, then it's no big deal, and we'll just wing it. Let's
try that. Did that work?
Let me see. Oh, yes, it let me. Okay, let me pull this back.
So because I have been hacked and stuff, my security features were on like uber high. So I apologize. It was my fault, but that's the only time I'll ever admit that.
It's totally fine.
There's my man.
Yes, but now it's not sharing the right screen with you. Okay, I'm going to pull this up again because for some reason it wouldn't do it right. So are you seeing the essential oils made easy slides right now?
I'm just seeing little man.
Oh, for the love.
Well, I mean, it's a reminder that I have to put his pirate booty box together this weekend.
He's adorbs, I know. Why?
He's adorbs.
This is really rude. Why does the world show this stuff right now?
Let's see. View options. Oh,
I got it. I got it.
Back.
Yeah, so good. It's my dual screen situation. It's being rude. All right, now you should see.
Essential oils made easy. Shut up. Let's talk.
No. All right, let's see if this will present.
No,
Okay.
we need Michelle here to go, Sarah, you have this.
Got it.
You've got it. The process is working fine.
It's all part of the process. Okay, so you're going to leave here today, like I said, and you're going to know all about oils. You're going to know why they're awesome. You're going to know like why you want them in your life and why Rusty and I are absolutely crazy wacky. You probably won't fully understand that part, but you'll have a little bit more insight. Okay, so these oils, they are safe. They're 100% safe. There's no side effects. There's no addictions. They're extracts from plants. They're just absolutely friggin' awesome. And they're tested, they're pure, and they are very potent. So give you an example. Let's say you wanted to have, no, wait, let me go back on that. So you're drinking a cup of peppermint tea, yum, yum, yum. All right, but it would take 28 of those cups of peppermint tea to equate to the potency of 1 drop of peppermint oil. So I don't know about you, but I don't have time to drink 28 cups of peppermint tea, and nor do I want the results of drinking 28 cups of
Things like the flow.
tea. Yeah, I don't really want that. Okay. All right, they're effective. Okay, they're more effective than most of our modern approaches to our health problems. And I'm going to go into a little bit of like Bio 101 real quick and to kind of help you understand why. So there's our friend, the cell. There's the cell wall. Oil and water don't mix, right? Well, on the outside of the cell wall is an oily membrane. So oil-based medications, such as antibiotics, can't penetrate that cell wall. It can't get down in there, can't do what it needs to do. But oil can penetrate through that oily membrane. So those essential oils get right down into that cell and stop things like viruses from replicating, so they can't do all their nasty stuff. So they hang out on the outside of the cell wall, can kill any bacteria that's hanging out outside of the cell wall, and then gets down inside that membrane and into the middle of the cell and does all of its things with the viruses. Okay, so think about that, right? So essential oils can get on the outside of the cell and they can kill the things on the inside of the cell, so they can do double duty, where oil-based medications, they're only gonna do something for bacteria, okay? And that's where On Guard comes in. On Guard is one of our favorite blends, the protective blend. It's going to give you immune support. It's going to go in there, be antiviral, antibacterial. It also has some, what did I want to say? Some benefits for your mood as well. And for anyone who is really likes to connect with like their energy and balancing out the chakras, On Guard could come in handy there because it's a protective blend. So it can actually protect you in that energetic sense as well. And you can just clean like every single thing in your house with it. They're super affordable, right? This is one of my favorite parts, right? So you have a achy ear, let's say. You can use some lavender, some tea tree, rub it on the back of your ears, and a couple times and 12 hours later, boom, your earache's gone. And that's maybe going to cost you 64 cents versus getting in the car and spending gas and maybe taking time off work, just timing your day, having to go buy a prescription, adding up all those things, and that's dollars, multiple dollars, versus you go into your medicine cabinet half a day later and maybe 65 cents, you're all set. I'm not saying doctors aren't important. Please don't think that they are so important. It just sometimes you can take care of it yourself at home and save yourself some money and have a natural approach to your healthcare.
But a lot of people that are going to watch this show that are affiliated with what I do outside of doTerra also understands that I'm a huge, huge advocate for natural methods unless you need something like an x-ray or a CAT scan or something more. You know, with the lavender, it's fantastic. I put it in my water and I put it in my cleaning supplies, which I also use my On Guard for cleaning supplies, and I'm sure you'll get into that. But my house smells pretty and I know it's protected, like it's all clean and it's nice and it's not chemically. And it's funny, over the last 3 years of using essential oils as my go-to, I actually have found that I have reactions when I go into places that use chemicals because I'm sensitive to that now because I've deprogrammed my body.
Mm-hmm.
So the pennies per day is absolutely amazing, but being self-sufficient too and not having to sit there in the doctor's office for 45 minutes hoping to have an answer for something that is just very simple.
Right? Absolutely. And you hit about the chemical stuff, and I'm super sensitive like that too, because I chose to go down a non-toxic living journey path like 9 or 10 years ago, and into the point where like I can't walk down the supermarket aisles with all the laundry detergent in it and all the like that kind of stuff
I
because it's
sneeze.
overwhelming for me. And you can imagine someone who's super chemically sensitive at this point, that this particular season, if you will, that we're in our lives with the things happening and all the extra cleaning and all the extra sanitizing, there's times where it's been very overwhelming for me. So I'm like, oh my god, ugh.
Well, and during this time period, this reset, as I call it, I appreciated having On Guard because if you actually use hand sanitizer and you put some on a tile, over a couple of days, there'll be a hole in the tile. That's how toxic and potent that stuff is. And I don't want it on my precious water skin. Like, no, thank you.
Yeah, and it's the same with my kids, with my child too, and my animals. You notice the difference in your animals. You notice the difference for your children. I mean, luckily, where my little guy Colin goes to daycare, she likes to use essential oils as well. And when she can, she uses other things that I provide to her for my son, like hand sanitizer and like some less toxic wipes and things of that nature. So definitely, and it's super safe for your kid. So now we're going to talk about, great, you're like, there's these cool oils, Sarah, Rustie, and they're awesome. You're talking about all these ways you use them and how you use them where and all these things, la, 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 that's great. But how am I going to use them? All right, so you can use them aromatically. So that means you're going to take in that wonderful aroma, just breathe it in, okay? And it's going to positively affect your mood, clean the air. Rustie was talking about cleaning with On Guard and lavender, how it makes her house smell so good. And on top of that, it makes her feel good because it's relaxing. Okay, so there you go, win-win. And then also you're supporting your respiratory system. That's huge, especially during times of seasonal threats. You're gonna put it on topically. So that's where you're gonna use it when maybe you have sore, achy muscles or joints, or you got burnt from too much sun. We all are having fun in the sun right now. Or maybe you were out camping and you got yourself a few bug bites and they're itchy as all get out. So you're gonna put some oils on that and take away the itch. Key to remember when you're using these topically is you always wanna try to dilute them with a carrier oil such as fractionated coconut oil. There you go. And that is for fusions, right? So it helps you with avoiding skin sensitivity, because remember, these oils are super potent. So, so if you have sensitive skin, like myself, you don't want to add any issues. And then also it acts like a time release capsule. So you're putting that oil on you and you're putting the carrier oil, and it's allowing the oils to sit there longer and absorb, because essential oils are naturally volatile. So as soon as you open up that bottle, it starts to dissipate in the air, right? So if you put something like another kind of oil over it, it helps to slow that process down and allows your body to absorb more. Okay, internal. Not every oil should be taken internally, but many can be. So, and how do we know that? You'll notice on the bottles, it will have, or in the catalog in the bottles, you'll notice these little letters, the A, the T, and the I. And then also on the bottles of essential oils, there's a supplemental label fact. And this supplemental label is very similar to what you'd see on a box of cereal, whatever you're eating, your yogurt, your milk, whatever, everything that you can consume has one of those labels. So if it has a supplemental facts label, then you know that you can ingest it internally, take it internally. And you can do that a few ways. You can just put it in water. Rustie mentioned how she puts it in her water. I put lemon very oftentimes in my tea instead of a slice.
With the lavender, I just happen to have, you would see the color of the label, and then if you go under, it'll tell you the recommended drops for
Mhm.
in consumption. And I just wanted to point that out because I made the mistake of putting the wrong one in my mouth. I used to
Oh.
stick forks and light sockets too. I don't know. I'm the only one with curly hair in my family. I'm not kidding. My birth mother, I think that's why she hated me so much. I'm one of those kids. But anyway, the lavender's safe. And it's one drop, and it says so right here.
Yeah, you just need like 1 or 2 drops at a time. I made the mistake one time of going out to my kitchen and getting an essential oil in the dark, and thought I was putting On Guard in my mouth, I think it was, or Digestin, I don't remember, but it wasn't. It was oregano, and that's a hot oil, and oh, good Lord. Let's just say I learned my lesson and I never do anything in the dark ever again. Ever. But you're going to take this. So something like copaiba or the Digestin, we'll get more into that later. You can put it under your tongue. You can put it in a veggie cap. They sell nice empty veggie caps, so you can be like a scientist, like a mad scientist, and make your own little fun concoctions. Put them in the water. But also doTerra does make some soft gels so that y'all can, who don't want to bother with any of that stuff, can just take it that way. So let's just go through some common oils quick. Lemon, wow. Oh, rewind. Lemon.
I actually have my homemade mint and my homemade basil, or homegrown, I should say. I didn't actually make it.
Homemade.
Homemade with my lemon and my strawberries with some water, and it's like dessert. And I one of these a day.
Oh, that
so good.
Sounds delicious. Yeah, so lemon's really great to put in your body every day to drink in your water. It's a natural detoxer. It's especially good for people who maybe just need to kind of give a nice little gentle cleanse to those kidneys or that liver. Maybe you have some areas in your body where stuff in your joints backs up, helps break down all that stuff, get rid of the gunk. And then it's an awesome cleaner for your home. Frankincense. Oh, this is our king, King Frank. He is good for all things. That is why he's called the King of Oils. If you don't know what to use Frank. Use and abuse him. He's going to help you feel calm. He's going to help with anti-aging. He's going to help with making scars look less obvious and kind of going away a little bit there. He can help with some itches, some burns. He's very good for immune support. People find him helpful for anxiety. Great in a bath with some lavender and some frankincense. It's like gorgeous spa in your bathtub. A little bit of Epsom salt. Oh, it's Calgon, take me away, except minus the Calgon. And then he has a really great ability to just help your cells perform optimally. So he goes in there and he finds a cell and it's like maybe like kind of droopy and like only like functioning at like half mass, and something magical happens and he goes in there and it's like this full happy cell again. I don't know. He's amazing.
Well, and also frankincense was one of the things, for those of you who are spiritually based, that was given to Jesus as a birth gift, because it is definitely the king of all kings.
It's very important. Yep, definitely plays, you see that often, plays a role in that world for sure. Digestin. I am never without Digestin, or the kids' roller version of this called Tamer. It is good for all the things. You remember that? The pink stuff, the commercial for the pink stuff, upset stomach, nausea.
Yeah.
This is all that. Okay, this is nausea.
But way better.
Right, way better without the guck. It's going to help you improve your digestion. It's going to help with gas, acid reflux, all of the things in digestion, all of the things tummy. This is your friend. I'm telling you. You'll never be without it. It's amazing. Okay, deep blue. Oh, for my friends out there with the achy joints, with the sore backs, with the achy muscles.
I'm actually wearing quite a bit of it today.
Sometimes there's days I bathe in it. It's oil, and it comes in a nice cream, sort of like some of the other creams that are out there, except this one doesn't have anything yucky in it.
It's not slimy either.
And no, it's not greasy. Yep. Oh, yep. Rustie has some great samples of the deep blue rub. This one, my husband, this one is one of my ones that I like to tell a story about. So my husband fractured his hip and tore his labrum. So he was in pain, natural stuff. And between the deep blue rub and it comes in a capsule form as well. These were instrumental in helping him get over the pain and discomfort. So much so that between this and using some other oils and of course taking the vitamins, he was able to avoid having to take any heavy pain medication for his post-injury and post-surgery. And I think that's pretty amazing.
That is pretty amazing because most guys, they exacerbate their pain levels. And so that has to be speaking volumes of how tough this stuff is. I use it after a workout, just kind of preventative, especially on a hard workout. And this morning my neck was killing me because I think I'd slept with 2 chihuahuas on either side and didn't, I slept like that. But amazing stuff. It smells better than any of the stuff that you can get on the market. It doesn't feel greasy and slimy like you can't get it off. And I think it's really effective. I've been using Deep Blue for 5 years, 6 years now.
It's amazing. I love it. It has some anti-inflammatory properties, so that's part of it. It's cooling and heating. It's great actually too, like you said, I use mine proactively. Sometimes I'll put it on my spots that get sore from working out ahead of time, even before I work out, just to help out with to not have that problem after. And then it helps you cool down too. So you being in Florida, I'm sure there's like a minute or two where it's hot. So
yeah, but it's really, I like, especially if I'm going hiking, and I don't know if they tell you this, but I don't have as many problems with bugs and mosquitoes when I'm wearing it. And I'm not hiking and backpacking, but my calves, I have monster calves, and they just like to tighten up real nice. So I try to put it on before to limit that ache so I can get through it.
It's good thinking. And this Breathe blend it's helpful when you're hiking too. I actually oftentimes will either use the Deep Blue rub on my chest or put some Breathe on my chest before a workout, because it goes in and it opens up your airways, and then you're getting in more oxygen, you're breathing deeper, it makes things a little bit easier. This is one that is also a big one in my house. My husband suffers from severe dust allergies and has a partially deviated septum. There you go. And so he suffered every year for years and years with at least probably 2 sinus infections a year. And since we introduced Breathe and some other things here and there, but mostly Breathe, he has been sinus infection free for, I want to say it's 4 years now we've been going on, that he has not had to take a trip to the doctor for a sinus infection. So if that doesn't tell you how well it works, then I don't know what would.
Well, this is a great part to Breathe because I happen to have an extra Breathe roll-on. Fits in your purse, fits in your pocket, fits in your bra. You put it in your bra. Mm-hmm. For the best comment below, you get to have a sample of Breathe.
Mm-hmm. Y'all need to win that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, commenting. Okay. Yes. And so I put this in our diffuser every night. You don't just wait. You don't have to wait till you have some kind of congestion or stuffiness or runny nose. This just goes in my diffuser every night regardless, because the more open your airways are, the more oxygen, the deeper you're going to sleep. Okay. All right. Wild orange.
My favorite. I love wild orange. I can.
Girl loves herself.
Love it.
Girl love herself some citrus.
Girl.
You combine this one with peppermint. Not only are you going to get some uplifting, invigorating, but then just the peppermint and the wild orange, you're going to get woken up, you're energized. And then at the same time, you just got this like nice, happy mood. Like, who doesn't love that?
I actually, my daughter gets annoyed with me because I will stick it in the vent of my car. So you always have this, the wild orange is crazy. And the citrus blend, my second favorite. It's everywhere.
Love it. Put this in your water, put this in your diffuser. You can take it internally. You can use it and add some other oils to it, make yourself a personal parfum. The thing to remember with citrus is that the citrus oils are photosensitive, so you don't want to put them in places that's going to see the sun, because it accelerates the burn process there. So you can burn quickly and quite easily. So don't use the citrus when you're going to be outside in the sun, or put it where the sun does not shine, under shirts, under your shorts.
That's a new show.
Yeah. It's a whole different show. Let's move on.
Different show.
Woo! We're good.
It's getting hot in here.
All right, adaptive. This is the calming blend for all those who have stress, depression, anxiety. This is your friend. This is your friend. This is going to help you with all of those feelings. It's going to support you in feeling better. It's going to help you have more attention, right? Because it's easing your mind. And then it just helps you overall feel much more calm. This comes in a rolled on that looks like the Breathe, so that it's just diluted for you already. It comes in this bottle, and it also comes in a capsule form. There's a few things different. It isn't just straight up the adaptive blend in the capsule, but there's a few other things because you're taking it internally. They did triple blind, clinical, legit research with published articles in the whole 9 yards. And I'm a science geek. It's my thing. It's my deal. I worked in a lab for many years. I'm telling you, legit. Not that everything doTerra does is legit, but they did some serious studies on this. Kids from like 5 all the way to people in like their 90s. And they had amazing results with addressing and supporting all of those things.
Well, and I'm going to stop you here again, because one thing that gets me really excited about this for what I do in my other life is that I work with a lot of people who have been traumatized, and they have court hearings and they have tests. They're trying to rebuild their lives. Their bills are overwhelming. There's just a lot of stress there. And adaptive came out, and then they took it a step further and came up with this mind and mood kit, which also includes the adaptive. Highly recommend, because it's mind, body, and soul right here in this little blue bag that you can carry with you everywhere. But I've really seen people get their lives balanced with just a little help. And this is non-toxic. There's no like weird addictions or anything like that. It's a nice natural way to.
Yes, it absolutely is. I love it. It's amazing.
You're amazing.
Thank you. My sister-in-law's comment to me not that long ago about this. Where has this been all my life? Why didn't you tell me about this stuff before?
Why aren't you watching my YouTube videos? That's what I would have said.
Like, you're welcome. You're welcome.
Yeah, I've seen some really huge miracles. And this next one, copaiba, oh my God, I've rescued people in various events, because events that I do, you're standing for hours, your feet kill you at the end of the day. You don't really get to sit. And some of the people, like the worker bees, they're constantly schlepping back and forth. And this stuff is a miracle cure.
I love this. I have a lot of favorite oils.
I do too. It's
a lot, but I do because they're amazing for all different reasons.
Yeah.
And that made me think of something. So there's copaiba, which is also great for calming your nerves, anxiety, stress, depression, like adaptive. But remember, every body reacts differently to things. So to like things like medication, right? You might go and the doctor is going to give you, I don't know, some antibiotic A, and it works perfectly for you. And I go and I get it and it doesn't work at all, because our bodies are different. So it's the same thing with the oils. So sometimes you have to try them out and see what works best for you. Now, I like adaptive. However, for me, copaiba is like, it's the thing. I love it. It's good for digestion. It helps me with my digestion problems because I've struggled for so many years. It just, keeps things moving. it helps me. I take a soft gel, because they put it in a soft gel form for you, because you can take this one internally. I take 1 or 2 of them before I go to bed at night. And man, it calms everything down. It helps you just relax and let go of the tension. And the sleep is just better. The difference is amazing to me when I don't take it. But
if you use valerian root for sleeping, for those of you who are watching and are herbies like us, this is kind of a comparison to a valerian tea, I think. It does the same thing that valerian root tea does for me when I'm getting ready for bed and calm down.
Yes. The other comparison here is people will compare this to CBD. However, this doesn't have THC in it. It doesn't have any additives, no funky chemicals, no unknown substances. It doesn't have any side effects. It's not addicting, nothing. It's just pure straight up. And this has, is it BCP, right? This has 55% BCP, which is the highest percentage you get out of anything. You cannot find any CBD that has that high of a percent. So people say to me, oh, why don't you just try CBD? I think it's wonderful. And I say, I appreciate the wonderfulness of CBD and what it does for people. However, I use this because it's safe, pure, doesn't have toxins in it. It's guaranteed, proven, and it does everything. So there you go. That's my favorite. I love it. My dog loves it too. Balance. Okay, this is in that whole world of adaptive copaiba balance. I've seen people quit smoking using balance. It's just another one to help you feel grounded, centered, calm, focused. For those people who work in the energy world, this is a really great blend. It really does just help bring you into that nice, grounded balance. So I highly recommend it. It smells amazing. It's great just as a perfume. They actually have a deodorant made with the balance blend because that's how amazing it smells. You want this in your life.
You want this in your life.
Okay, so what Rusty, how you were saying about people making comments below to get that breathe roller? Here's what they can do. You're gonna comment below, at least, it says 3 top health concerns, but you at least have to comment on your top health concern. 3 is awesome, but we at least need 1 down in the comments below. That's what you're gonna do. And then for the people who actually comment, they can be entered in to win that roller. Does that sound good?
Sounds great. And hopefully people will understand how wonderful it is, and you're not really gonna understand until you try it. And what a great way to try it when it's free.
Right. And you can reach out to Rusty and I too directly if you want to talk about what some of your health concerns are and some things that you can try, and we're more than willing to send you some samples. So don't be afraid, don't be shy, call a sister.
Call a sister. And anything that you saw here today that you want a sample of, don't be, like she said, you don't have to have a health concern per se, but if you want to try a sample of the Deep Blue, this is really cool. I travel a lot, and my friend Michelle got me hooked on these little packages. You can buy these off of the doTerra link below, and you just slip this right in your briefcase, or that's about 2 servings for me. And it's relatively inexpensive. I think it's $9.99 maybe?
For a 10-pack?
For a 10-pack, I think it's $9.99. If you're, I think.
I don't remember. You can get the whole tube, a whole big tube for like 12 or 13, maybe like $20 for like a whole tube. And that tube lasts, I've had the same
forever.
Tube for, God, like 8 months now.
Yeah. But when you're traveling, I like these.
Yes, they're perfect because you don't have to have a whole tube with you, and especially if you're going on an airplane, then you can.
And I leave that in my glove compartment box because I'm always on the road. So it's always there. And that's one of the other things that you viewers need to know that we can also do is if you decide to host, we can help you with samples in this cool little keychain. You can put it on your backpack or your briefcase or in your glove compartment with samples of oils as well. Sarah,
so much easier. So much
It's so
easier
much
because
easier.
you can have all the common oils that you use to most in your life, and then you don't have to bring the whole bottle with you. You can just have a little travel bottle of it, and it's just super easy. I love it. I carry one in my pocketbook because it's not bulky, and then I just have all the ones like Digestin and Balance, copaiba and On Guard, and just the ones I use the most often. So
Yeah,
just think about your health concerns and just feel like, oh, I would love to just go a whole week without a headache, or I would love to just have more energy. I'm really struggling right now with stress around whatever. But just imagine a drop or two of these wonderful magical things could make that go away or make it a whole lot better.
or we can go back to what we talked about earlier and imagine having a home that doesn't have, you know, $500-600 worth of really toxic chemicals that your dogs are not healthy around, your kids aren't healthy around, that are destroying your cabinets because it's just slowly breaking down any enamels and seeping stuff. You know, we can talk about how to make cleaning supplies too. So even though this is the first video of the doTerra series that we're putting together, ideas, comments, questions, we can relate to that and continue the series based off of what it is that you're really interested in learning. Because this is about you. It's not about us. We're already hooked.
Yeah, it's kind of the thing for me.
Just a little.
So I might have a problem. It's not a problem. It's a good problem. Yeah, you want to know about taking the first few steps to having non-toxic living? I'm your gal. Don't be scared by it. I promise you it's not expensive, like people say. It's not harder to clean. It's not hard. It's not. I will debunk all of the myths. So just comment below if you want to know more, for sure.
Yeah, and
Well,
that's going back to old school. That's going back to the way we used to do things, and we lived longer and we lived healthier and we lived happier, and we didn't have to worry about cell erosion, and you know, because we are surrounded by tons of chemicals anyway, and that layers up and that becomes larger. So at least when you go home, you can have a clean home that's toxic free and safe.
Absolutely. Okay. So we talked about the oils. And in the beginning, Rustie mentioned the nutrition line where she has the fiber and the protein, and there's also her greens, and they're fabulous. Oh my God. So now we're going to talk about the Lifelong Vitality Pack. Rustie takes them, I take them, my whole family takes these. I could talk about these for hours, but I'm not going to. I'm going to spare you. This line is amazing. As someone who has struggled for so many years with all sorts of digestion problems, with eczema, with exhaustion, just the whole thing, brain fog and stress and just just all of the things. These supplements are beyond amazing. I don't even know what kind of words to tell people to explain how amazing they are. And I might sound crazy, and it's not just because doTerra makes these. I've tried everything. I will never have anything else. My husband was very skeptical at first, years back, about whatever, oils are, you're crazy. They don't do anything. And these
Woo-woo.
are all woo-woo, and these vitamins aren't different.
Yeah.
We do the 7-day pill thing just to make it easier for ourselves. Yeah, I do. It's not an old person thing. It's an any person thing. And I fill them up every Sunday or whatever day I fill them up for us. And like, I'm all out. You didn't fill up my vitamins. I'm all out. That's a problem.
That's where his ears grew. He's got like the cutest ears. I noticed that the other day.
Yes, he is. So these are going to help antioxidant, eye, brain, nervous system, organ function. I mean, everything. This hits everything you need. And for those women who are prego or thinking about getting prego, you do not need to go get a prenatal vitamin. These have everything you need and then some. The folic acid, the whole shebang, everything you need. You don't need to go on a separate supplement. And doTerra, and all of us crazy doTerra lovers, are so insanely we just know we're behind this 100%, that if you try this and you're like, after 30 days, and you're like, it's just not for me. I don't really feel it. I'm not doing it. You can return all these bottles empty and they will still give you your money back, because that's how awesome these supplements are.
Yeah, doTerra has some of the best customer service that I've ever experienced. And I also want to say, as a celiac, these are really helpful, because usually I have to try to pick and paw at various other items sublingually to get the same jam pack that I can get out of these. Gluten-free and
Yes.
vegan. I think most of them are vegan too.
They do. They have a vegan line and then the regular. So they have two. They have a vegan line for those people who need the vegan or choose to have the vegan line. They do. And it's just as good. It's just more what's probably the capsules and things of that nature. I don't know exactly, but yes. So if there's anything that you try it. Okay. So how can you get these wonderful things into your life? There's retail. Well, we don't do retail. The only time you ever do retail is if you're at like a spa or something of that, or like your chiropractor or something, and you buy it that way, like a professional setting. Okay, then there's wholesale. That's where you're getting 25% off the retail cost. That's what we want. It's like having a Costco or a Sam's Club or a BJ's card, okay? You get your membership and you get the wonderful discount all year long. Okay, and then there's wholesale plus points for free products, which is the way that myself and Rustie get our doTerra, right? Because we're going to get our retail. Woo, we're going to read retail. We're going to get our wholesale, and then we're getting orders every month on a loyalty rewards program, and we're earning free product back. So people are like, oh, how do you have so much stuff? How do you have all these things? I earn it all for free. I'll go get toothpaste or, face products or that extra oil I want. And then I don't pay for it. You just pay shipping.
Well, and we are such a good team that if you have extra, you send it along to me, or if I have extra, I'll send it along to you. And so that's also part of what you're getting, is teamwork and teammanship and togetherness and all the support that you need or don't need. But we're here to help each other out. And it's not Sarah for Sarah and Rustie for Rustie, or, and the other 1,000 people that we're involved with. It's how can we make everybody happy and healthy together and enjoy life to its fullest, less chemically. Is that a word, chemically? I think it's a
yes, it is a word. It's a word. We don't have to Wikipedia it. It's a word.
It's a word.
It's a word. You're right. Yeah, it's all a big family here. And that's what's great about it. So when you join on and become a member or become part of our team, what you can expect from Rustie and myself? Okay, well, you'll get an awesome welcome packet, and you're going to get a free one-on-one wellness consult. And that's where we go over what you purchased, your health concerns, and how you use what you purchased to address your health concerns. So don't worry, like you don't have to remember all of it. There's no magical thing. We're going to do that with you, show you the website, help you with the ordering, and just really make sure that you are totally comfortable and we're here to support you and answer all those questions that you have. So that's free time, one of us and you, or both of us and you. And
I don't know if they want both of us.
Well, probably not. But the point being is you have unending support, okay? You have access to VIP education groups. So we have some Facebook pages where people ask questions, answer each other's questions, share their things that they've tried or learned. It's really great. It's awesome. There's an incredible amount of support on those pages. There's always communities, and there's our community, and there's giveaways. I love to give stuff away. I have a whole bowl of stuff just waiting for someone to have. So lots of giveaways. And then, like I mentioned before, our ongoing unending support. And not only is there Rustie and myself, but we have a whole team of support. So if there's if Rustie or I are not around, or one of us can't answer it, we have people like, my thing is kids and pregnancy. We have someone else whose thing is animals. Rustie's really great with emotions and connecting the oils and all of the energy work. So, we all have something that we're really great with.
And it's been really nice because if you've watched my show before, you know that Michelle Lowry is also doTerra, but her focus is animals. And she's my go-to whenever I have any issues with my dogs. Sarah is my go-to whenever I have issues with my lawyer. I mean, anybody else. Sorry, subconscious. But so we have quite a few videos coming up. We are going to do this at kind of breakneck speed. I need support because I'm building my business. My sole focus in life is to do this on top of my podcast, on top of my blogs, which are all about mind, body, and soul balance. And for those of you who watch me on a regular basis or read my blogs, you'll see on the bottom of my blogs, I always refer or relate to one of the emotional components that I'm writing about to an oil, which is Sarah touched base on that. Because I really believe in this. I really believe that the worst that can happen is that you feel good, right? And if you want to make your spending back, meaning you spend a lot on the product, but you kind of want to make some of that money back, you can actually do what Sarah and I do, and we will fully 100% support you. It's all about mind, body, and soul and balancing, and that's huge. And Sarah's supporting me by helping me with launching a video series of talking about these products and how they can benefit you, whether you want to sell it or not, or give it away, or whatever it is you want to do. But this is a great time because we're in June, at the end of June. And once you get ramped up, you can have a ton of gifts to give people for the holidays.
Especially those DIYers. Oh, the things that you can make. Oh,
Girl, we could talk about that for days.
Yes, and we are gonna have some videos about some DIY stuff. So don't worry, we're not gonna leave you hanging.
No, bath bombs and lotions and chapsticks and ocean. Oh, I can keep going. You want me to rap?
White girl sugar. Rap? Yeah.
White girl rap.
And sugar scrubs and bath soaks and oh, it goes on.
But imagine actually sitting there creating products for your friends and family, your baby daddy, your baby mama, whatever it is that you want to create healthy, safe products for, even pet treats. What? Did I say that? Oh, it's coming down the pike. And doing it and making a little bit of money at it too, because your friends and family will be like, hey, can I get another one of that? Can I get some of that?
Yeah. Yeah.
And then you can be like, oh, sure, I'll put it in my order.
No problems. I know, yeah, I made shower mounts one year for Christmas for all my relatives. And my cousin's like, remember those shower doohickey things that you made? Can you make those again? Yeah. Those were amazing. It was just the Breathe blend and some, I was probably baking soda and like citric acid or something, like super easy. And he's like, can I have some more? Like, you know it. I got you.
And my daughter is really phenomenal. She is going to school for cosmetology in high school right now. So she's doing college and high school, but her ultimate goal is dermatology. And she is really big on the skincare, doTerra skincare. She's so psychotic about having sun and molecular damage and, the right stuff that isn't chemically. So again, just be aware that there's going to be a lot of videos on our tips and tricks to using the product and making money back, because it's a lot of fun.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. So let's talk about how can you get it, right? So there's a few kits. So you can start by signing up with purchasing one of the member kits, the member enrollment kits. And these are very thoughtfully put together to give you what you would need to get yourself going. And they're discounted even more than the wholesale price. Okay, so it's the wholesale price and they discounted it even a little bit more. So there's this Aroma Essentials kit. This is a very new one. This one's focused more on if you're someone who just wants to kind of go with the aromatic scents and not necessarily using them as much. You can use topically some of the oils in here, but it's got the citrus bloom. Oh, the citrus bloom. I love it. Oh, it's this wonderful
Second favorite.
citrusy floral smell, and I want to eat it. I wear it as a perfume. There's Northern Escape. It's like walking through a forest in wintertime. It's just divine. It's so relaxing. There's Breathe, which I talked about, is one you want. And you can see there's other ones like On Guard, and Serenity is one of those, another calming blend that we have. Cheer, love that one. It does what it says, okay? And then there's the Healthy Start Kit, which, why is my, there it is. I'm like, why, where did my, okay, let's make that go away. Okay, there's a Healthy Start Kit. So this is the top 10 most commonly used oils. We talked about these, most of these in the slides earlier. It comes with this awesome Pebble diffuser. I love it. It runs for 2, 5, or 10 hours. I have these Pebble diffusers all over my house. Yes, I have a diffuser. My house has a diffuser problem, okay? It's a thing. I have one in every room and extras. Whatever.
Yeah, but it's not those stupid little chemical-y things, and it's not the spray chemical-y thing.
The plugins, oh, the newest commercial where they're like, come to Walmart and trade in your plug-in and we'll give you a brand new one that lasts 50 days. I'm like, oh my God.
See, this is why I don't do cable television. I cut that cord 15 years ago.
That was on the radio. I was like, oh. So anyway, this is a great kit too. This is a 5 ml size. So there's 2 sizes that come in, a 15 ml bottle and a 5 ml bottle. These are the 5 ml bottles. This one in the kit before. It's a great start. It's like 75 to 80 drops in the bottle. For the little bottle. So it lasts quite a long time, because remember, you need like 1 to 2 drops at a time typically. So, okay, why all of a sudden are we not? We're not. Oh, why aren't we moving along here?
I don't know. You're driving, old lady.
I don't know why this. It's mad. And now my mouse won't come.
Give it your muscle, man.
Oh, did it? There we go. I don't know. Maybe there was something we needed to focus on there for a minute. Track that. Okay, Healthy Habits Kit. So if you're like, you know, I do want to try some oils, but you got me on the rub and the supplements. This is your kit. This one right here. You're going to get the supplements, the Deep Blue Rub. You're going to get On Guard, Frankincense, Lavender, Tangerine. That's someone's favorite. Might be Rustie's. I don't know. Balance. So you're getting your mood management. You're getting your digestive support. You're getting immune support, respiratory support. You're getting everything in this kit, plus your probiotic and your food enzyme. It's wonderful. I highly recommend it. Home Essentials Kit. If this came out and I was jealous for everyone else, but because I wish this kit was available when I signed up. That's the Pedal Diffuser. I have that one too. It's awesome. It goes for 2 or 6 hours or 5 hours.
Do we have to go to Diffuser-aholics with you?
No, not yet. Maybe like one more.
Just one more.
Just one more.
This is a bigger house.
Yes, this one is, I know. This one is very focused on mind and body and spirit. Okay, so you're helping your digestive, your respiratory, your mood, just everything is with this one. It's got all the favorites in here. It's got copaiba and the Breathe and adaptive and it's got them all. It's awesome. The thing about this one is these are all the 15 ml bottle sizes. Okay,
so that's about 140 drops per bottle.
I think so. I'm having a wicked blank on that, but yes, I'm going to say it's somewhere around there.
Okay.
Yeah. No, like 200 something, because 5 ml is 80 drops. So.
Oh, okay. Wow. Yeah. That's less than 5 cents a drop.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah. Okay. So if you're like me and like Rustie and where you like to have less chemicals in your life, and you're like, I'm all in. I'm in like Flynn. Ladies, I'm jumping in. Let me try it all. You're going to get so much from the On Guard line. So the On Guard blend has a whole line associated with it. Hand sanitizer, mouthwash, toothpaste, foaming, hand soap, soft gel so you can take it internally, It's amazing. I love all of it. There's the deep blue. There's this lotion in here. You get a diffuser. You get the top 10 oils. You get the supplements. You just get everything. It's a little bit of everything. You get the Correctex and the Breathe. It's kind of like, you know, the stuff the vapory stuff you put on your chest when you were little, when you had a cold. Well, they took the Breathe blend and put it in a stick so you could put it on like that, except it's not greasy or yucky or chemically. So this is an awesome kit too. And then, oh, this was from an older slide. Okay, so I showed you guys the Mind and Mood kit. So doTerra came up recently with Wellness line. And this is all focused on crafting kits together that give people what they need for whatever wellness thing you want to address. Respiratory, sleep, pain, immunity, mind and mood. I've tried a few of these. I've tried the whole Mind and Mood kit line, the immunity one, and I just got the first one for the respiratory. How this works is you get a kit a month for 3 months. Okay, so you put it on your ordering and it will come once a month for 3 months. You can, if you get the first one and you're like, it's just not for me, I don't want it, you don't have to get the next two. There's no obligation to it. And if you get one and you want to skip a month and get kit 2, like on month 3 instead of month 2, that's fine, you can do that. There's a whole different ways you can do it, but there's no obligation. You get the first one, you're like, yeah, it's not as cool as I thought, then you don't have to keep getting them. But you're not going to want to do that. They're awesome. Really cool limited time offer things come in there, like tiny travel deodorants, bath salts. What else was in it? Like a mini mouthwash. One of them had a tongue scraper in it. There's things that you can't get otherwise. So that's a fun thing about it too. And you're getting it then again at a deeper discount than wholesale. So here you go. And you can see you can see online what is in each one of those kits. So it's not a mystery.
And you know what? A tongue scraper is a great stocking stuffer.
Yeah, I have one.
I know.
I was like, okay, I would have never thought of that, but doTerra thinks of everything. Okay, you're obviously not going to text me or Rustie, so we're going to leave that. But if you're interested, here's a picture of that keychain that Rustie was talking about. And in this picture, obviously, there's 8 different little vials, and inside them are what you see. So if you want to get one of these and have 8 different lovely oils in them, all you do is be a host for an online class. It's super easy. All you need to do is invite people to the class. Every time, so for every person that shows up, you're going to get one of these vials filled inside your keychain. And we can work on what's in it. It's not necessarily what's in this picture. This is just an example. We can work on what goes in those keychains so that you're getting stuff that you use. Okay. So that's all you need to do is you help reach out to people and invite them. That's it. You don't have to cook or clean your house or even get dressed up. You don't even have to brush your hair or your teeth if you don't want to, because you don't even have to turn the video on. You just invite people. So let us know, get yourself, and this isn't the only thing you get for hosting, but this is just one of the cool things that you can get for hosting, okay?
It's an awesomely cool thing because the vials I actually find are impressively fulfilling. Like this little tiny vial here goes a long way,
Yeah, you only drop at a time. I mean, I think that's like half of those, like half ounce, but you can fit like 30 or 40 drops in those things. So it's,
yeah, they go a long way. It'll last you a while.
For sure. Okay. So there's 3 types of people that like to join us on these classes and will want to listen to this class that we're talking about right now. Those who already themselves do live the wellness lifestyle and they want to learn more or further their journey or whatever their case is, just they want to know more. Maybe they're into herbs or they're just starting, whatever it is the case. Or maybe you know a little bit about oils, but not too much and you want to learn more. Then there's the people who are like all about it. And you're sitting here right now and you're thinking to yourself, my aunt, my husband, my girlfriend, my boyfriend, my child, like my mailman, the dog walker,
my dentist.
Whoever, your best friend, your dentist, your masseuse, whoever, you're thinking, God, they would really benefit from this. Or like my friend's daughter who's in like gymnastics or something and has achy knees, I don't know, whoever. And
just don't invite your stalker.
Right.
It gets complicated.
Yeah, then it just gets ugly and uncomfortable.
We don't have spray for that yet.
No. We could make one. Sure. I'm sure we could. Just some oregano probably alone would.
I don't know. Getting some of that On Guard in your eye. It's got cinnamon in it.
Woo! Let's not do that. So you want to share this stuff with people, right? You don't really want to like sell it, but you want to share it with a ton of people and get paid, your products paid for. Totally. And then there's the people, and you can do that and just, it's like a couple hours a week of your time, maybe like 5, right? If that. And then there's people who want to build and earn income like myself and Rustie, where we want to share everything we know with the world and make a huge impact and make people's lives better. Okay.
And pay our electrical bill.
That's good. We need the power. So why, you're like, great, Rustie and Sarah, why do I want to be part of doTerra and why do I want to do that now? It is the largest, yes, the largest essential oil company in the world, the most tested, the most trusted oils in the market. It's actually used by doctors and hospitals worldwide. In fact, doTerra has actually opened several of their own clinics where it's a combination of Western and Eastern medicine. They use they use the essential oils as well as several different kinds of modalities. Like I said, it's Western and Eastern medicine combined. It's fabulous. I can't wait till there's one in Boston. They're ethically and sustainably sourced, meaning like they're not making any negative impact into the environment. If they're about to, they stop sourcing that particular oil for a while. It's amazing. They work directly with the farmers. There's no middleman. That's a huge one right there. There is no middleman. They are going directly to the source. So those people are getting paid 12 months out of the year in fair, if not better than fair market value. There's 120 markets, over 120 markets that we're open in. The compensation plan really is genius. It is not some crazy MLM scheme, pyramid scheme. People say that. They're like, yes, it is. I'm like, no, it's not. That's a whole nother day to talk about why it's not. We have the highest retention of customers at 65%. That is literally the highest customer retention rate. It's a privately owned company, so that means there's no debt. Okay, it's privately owned. There's incredible ownership team. The 7 original founders are amazing beyond belief. And like I said, there's debt free. There's no outside funding. Okay, and people are like, oh, this is such a hard time. Why would you want to do it? I cannot tell you how many more people have wanted to know alternative ways of addressing their health concerns right now, more than I have ever seen. And doTerra has had higher sales than they have had ever. It's amazing. This is a picture of some of the top leaders out celebrating. They were in part of a leadership retreat and now they're all out celebrating. They just took a fun picture of it. All right, questions you already have. How do I make the money? How much time is involved? How much can I make? And is this going to work for me? How do I do it? How do I join your team? You can give some people samples, teach them about the oils, enroll them, and then support them. It's super, super easy. And there's so many people to help you in the process that you're never alone. Here's a little example. So if you're like, I just want to share and make money to support my habit, that's what I like to say, support my habit. You're looking at, elite status where an average of $365 a month. But then if you're like, I want income replacing, then you're kind of moving up a little bit, where you're looking at diamond, blue diamond, presidential. And yeah, that says $16,800 a month. Yep, that's what that says. And then for presidential, yep, that definitely says $104,000 a month. You're right. You're reading that correctly. You don't need to go get your reading glasses. That is what it says.
But I think for the majority of people out there who have never done anything like this, and it's not MLM, so we can definitely do that if you guys want to learn more about this particular program. But the $365 a month is pretty reasonable. Plus, what she neglected to tell you was you earn points. So you earn points so you can get even more product for yourself. So not only can you make money back for the products that you already use, but you can also earn extra product that you might want as well with your point system. So, I'm shooting for silver. That's what my goal is. And I think I can do it with your help.
She's gonna get way higher than silver, folks. Just saying.
But I'm new to this. And so if you work with us now, you'll be new too, and we can do this together, and maybe we'll both, get more than that. But minimum is $365 a month. You could use that. That's like a lot of money. That's a car payment. That is health insurance payment. Like $365 is not something to bark at, especially if it's only 5 hours a week.
Yep. Maybe you save for that vacation. Maybe you pay off a debt. Maybe you buy extra presents for your kids. Maybe you treat yourself. Maybe you use it to help a family member out. You can do a lot of things with that money for sure.
College savings. I mean, for some of us, we're in that age group where our kids are getting ready to go to college, and that's exactly what I look at that. I'm like, ooh, college savings. She's going to medical school. I'm going to need some money.
Yeah, you're going to need some money.
I'm going to need some money.
You're going to need some money.
There's body parts I can't sell anymore.
So it's and like Rustie said, she's just getting into this now, and I'm helping her launch. This is a perfect time. It's a perfect time to jump in. This is not one of those companies where you're like, oh, well, I didn't get in the beginning, so who cares? Mm-mm.
There's always a beginning. There's always somebody beginning.
It doesn't matter with this company. It really doesn't. It's no market's oversaturated. There's no issues like that. It really isn't. And it's so simple.
And they give you this really cool guide that I went through on my own before I decided to fully commit. And it's great. It's a huge goal setting guide for your own. It's not for us. It's not for anybody else. It's kind of what do you want out of this? Like, do you just want to buy your own product back? That's cool. No complaints. Or do you want a college fund? Or do you want to get a new car and not have a bank loan? That's an incentive right there where you don't have to worry about the bank anymore because you've earned enough money to, acquire something. You can be like, dude, I did this on my own, no help.
It's mine. I did it.
And this book is really cool. It's a really
cool so book. You get there. You don't have. There's nothing. There's no special kits you have to buy. It doesn't cost. There's no cost trainings you have to pay for. All the trainings are free. There's like a bajillion different ones you can pick from. There's endless support. There's all sorts of stuff you can print out, or you can buy stuff pre-printed too. It doesn't matter. What I'm saying is it doesn't cost you something to do this. It really doesn't. It's not a huge investment. It's time and it's not instant, but the rewards are endless and awesome.
Well, and then you also get us as your sidekicks. I mean, who wouldn't want Sarah and I as your sidekicks? We are like just double whammy duo of awesomeness.
And here's the breakdown in hours. So 3 to 5 hours a week, you're getting your oils paid for. 5 to 15, you're just supplementing your income. And then 15 to 30 hours a week, you're replacing your income. So that means you're like, this is going to be your full-time gig. You get to be, maybe you want to be at home. Maybe you want to be your own boss. Maybe you need to be at home. It's easier for you. Maybe you want to be a stay-at-home parent, or you love this stuff and you just want to be able to make your own schedule and travel when you want and work when you want. Whatever it is, you get to decide. Stick it to the man.
Stick it to the man. So my 3 whys, and I'll tell you why I'm doing this. First and foremost, I don't want a toxic life. I have autoimmune disease. I'm 45 and I want to live to 105 because I want to go in the Smucker's jar. That's number 1. So this is huge for me and I love it.
Smucker's jar.
Yes. Don't you want to be on the Smucker's jar? I want to be on the orange marmalade.
Sorry. Go ahead. I love it.
But it's true. That's my goal.
It's an awesome goal. Yes.
So 2, you made me screw up my 2.
Sorry.
God. 2, I love to teach. Teaching is my passion, and sharing wonderful things to help improve your life is my passion. That's what I want to do. All I want to do. And so this is awesome because it has my 2 main drives, right? My 2 whys. And then 3, I don't have to really have a schedule anymore. I can go and teach, and I can go and help you and support you and be your little annoying sidekick. Like, I'm Sarah's annoying sidekick, and she loves me.
I love you. You're not annoying.
But those three things, those are huge. They're huge.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so Rustie kind of touched on this. If you're passionate, you love people, and you can follow a system and get things done because they provide the system for you. If you choose to use it, there is a proven system. All you gotta do is follow it, okay? So what's the next step? If you're already a member, all you have to do is upgrade yourself. If you're not, just sign up. It's that easy. Reach out for help. Meaning, myself and Rustie, I will give you the links. I will sit and show you everything. I will give you all the support you need is basically what that is. And then you just start making a list of all the people that you would want to share this with. And we go from there. It's super, super simple. So the only thing keeping you from what you want is your story about why you can't have it. Read that, think about it, let it sink in. The only thing keeping you from what you want is your story about why you can't have it.
Figure out your whys, man. Figure out your whys.
Mm-hmm. And that's what we got. That's what we got.
You beast. You slideshow beast.
And you know what?
Wow.
Those. And you make them someone else than doTerra made them for us. What? Telling you.
But the work's done for you. You just have to show up. Huh. Oh, I love you. Thank you for spending the evening with me.
I love it too. You're welcome. It was fun. I hope everyone loved it as much as we do.
Because they're going to see a whole lot more.
Hope you like these faces. Because they ain't going anywhere.
Melivision doesn't exist yet, so you're really lucky. Anyway, so thank you for joining Intro to doTerra Oils, Intro to Sarah Sawyer, my sister from a different mister, Intro to myself in this capacity. But again, you know, you don't have to participate in the consulting part. I just think you want to buy your product back. And just makes sense, and it's 5 hours a week. It's not going to break anything or stub a toe. And you know, the links are below. Sign up, check us out, email me, or go onto my website, whatever, however you want to communicate your needs, and we'll take it from there until the next video. Take care.